Hello. Yep, I'm on. Hello everybody, it is Earthknite, and welcome back to the Knight's Lore Pack. As you see, I've done a lot of work. Everything from getting the condenser up and running with a small power flower, to I finished my forge, and the first level of my little house on my little island here. I've done some exploration on a couple islands, I've made some plans, so we're going to start working towards probably mine colonies, and Ars Nouveau will be first, as well as Malum, because Malum's easy to start at the beginning and then just keep progressing it through. For mine colonies, my idea is to make this the main island, or at least split it between the two islands, and have this river coming in between. So probably putting the castle about here, or that town hall here. That will allow us to put some docks all throughout here, and then have this island as a secondary. These two will probably be defensive islands, just having some smaller colony type things and some docks. Might move over to this island at some point, unsure at this junction. One big hurdle though for this entire area right here, so this is, as you see down at the bottom, these are rainforest regions, and then some of it is I don't know where it went, where is it? Rocky rainforest region. One big issue in this area is the ants that spawn. They're really dangerous. In that they can attack you in large groups, and my guards are going to attack them every time they see them. So I'm going to have to go on a ant killing spree. I do have a transmutation tablet somewhere. I will have to rebuild it though, due to Fry joined and has recently come into the, as far as I'm aware, he's somewhere around here. I don't know where exactly he left off, but we had gone to the Nether together to harvest resources for our transmutation tablet and to get some of those Nether resources. Yeah. Besides that, we haven't really done too much but collect a lot of resources. So when you get, I don't know how many nuggets it said, 6. As you see, I've got this system set up to automatically take the resources down here. It's a very simple system of hoppers underneath these that'll take them to here, where I can collect them. I have created a copper broadaxe, a Constantin excavator, which is, I look up Constantin, an alloy, to get molten Constantin, alloy. It is 1 part nickel, 1 part copper, and a normal alloying to create 2 ingots, or 2 parts molten Constantin, which is actually really nice because it gives you that temperate ability, and so in warmer weathers it will mine faster, and being in a rainforest related biome over here on the other side of that redwood, it'll mean I mine faster without having to add redstone to it. One slight issue with Constantin is that it's not able to what's this? Oh, it's not able to be EMC'd. That's what it was. I completely blanked out. Fry's big goals, as far as I'm aware, is startup occultism. That's one mod that he's heavily focused on. So, we'll have a bunch of demons running around our place, basically. Copper, lapis. I'm currently here for a couple diamonds, so I can... Actually, I don't need that to make the tablet, do I? Tablet. That's just stone and obsidian, isn't it? Oop, that's not the button I wanted to push. This one. This one. Yeah, I just need stone and obsidian, so I need to go collect obsidian. Oh, but there's a diamond anyways. So one mod we have is nether and ender ores, which is what's creating these ores here. It recently had an update, so we don't get just iron nuggets now, but I'm going to need some quartz too. There we go. We just recently, today in fact, right before I started this recording, we updated a lot of mods. So there's going to be some things that I'm not too familiar with. There we go. This will be important when I'm with that thingy. That came from the updates. I know we added a couple mods from the last version of the pack, so there's some things that I'm completely out of the loop with. But for the most part, I need that. We should be good to go. I can... Obviously, this is mystical agriculture. It's just out of habit. I constantly do these just to keep going. That way it takes up less space. And did I have 3 Imperium? No, I do not. So, I'll set up something specifically for this stuff later. When I have the time. I can't even get my food because he took my tablet. I bet you he had it on him and he logged off and forgot to put it down. Munch on some lettuce then. We did get beds and wool. I finally found some sheep over there. Got some beds set up. Obviously me and Fry are here. I don't know who else may join us, but I know Neo has entered the world and begun his technological encroachment upon this beautifully magical world. So, let me think. Malum. This is what we need. Which, all my stuff to make books is in that tablet, so I need to go get some obsidian. I believe the closest obsidian is here. There. I don't have a boat. I don't remember where I parked mine. So obviously the broad axe is capable of basically going up a row, and then it also, it will also do anything attached, like side by side, that's floating in the air. So like your oak trees that go up, it'll cut some of those branches off, but once they start going at angles or it gets too far away, it'll actually stop cutting those. So for the redwood trees, for example, there's some branches that won't be cut because they're just too far away. Also, you may notice a difference. I haven't actually checked the difference yet, but I got a new microphone, well, a new headset, as well as a new mouse and keyboard. Hopefully this keyboard's a little quieter than the last one, so you don't just hear me slamming keys constantly. Let us set sail for the obsidian. Now, one thing with Constantine, because it is an alloy, most alloys are diamond level. If I held shift, you can see harvest here is diamond. That means it can harvest cobalt, it can harvest obsidian. The only thing higher than diamond level is netherite level. And there's very few alloys that actually reach netherite level, to include manalum, I believe is a netherite level. And then there is some ores, or there's a type of wood that's actually infused with obsidian. That's the only way to use obsidian. There's no more obsidian weapons or parts, sadly. As much as I want that back. Thinking about it, I don't have my bucket of water either, so some of this might go to waste. We'll see. I got 3 of them. Actually, if I go down here... Fairly certain if I mine this one, it'll actually go in there. Save those. I had redstone to add on to this, but I forgot to do it before I got off during a grinding session, which is when Fry had joined, and yeah, now I don't have my handy dandy tablet to give me the resources to make it all, but now we can make a tablet. Alright, let me go get my boat. I don't have any stone. Gosh dang it, Fry. Making me have to sit here and actually use valuable resources. I was about to make another 8 analysis fuel. So I'm pretty sure these go on the corners. I always forget where those go. Then we need the 4 stone. Hopefully the music's not too overpowering. I know before my microphone wasn't optimized to recording, so if my voice is too quiet, I'll probably just do another voiceover. Like I did with the first... So the first episode had the mistake of I was tired when I did it. Oh, one really cool thing, you can now put this sideways. That's how much I had before. One of those. This. So basically, the setup, if you haven't seen one of these, this started in Ticket. Project E then took away this stuff for quite some time, and recently it came back. This is called a power flower, where you utilize these relays to relay from these collectors. And these collectors you can actually, if I have a piece of coal, for example, if I take, say, coal, you can take a piece of coal or a piece of charcoal or whatever and put it in here. It will slowly collect EMC. That's what this whole thing does. This collects EMC and it's infusing it into that item, and extras held up. And as it collects, this fills up, and while it fills up, that's transferring that. So when that hits its maximum, which is filling this, this will turn into the next, whatever it needs to. This indicates the amount of power it's getting. It goes from sun to moon. Full sunlight for the day, it collects the most amount of power. The relays basically take all of that into here, it will put it into here. And one way you can speed up, say, this, if you have something smaller, you can actually put things here to burn, which will fill this up, and then you can put things here to charge. For example, our Klein Star, we will be using to charge in here. There's various armors, see this turned into the stone. There's various armors that use it. Turn down the music volume, because I can't hear myself think. There we go. There's various armors in Project E that we will have to use. later on. For now, let us get our books going. Now I'm actually going to take that notebook so I don't accidentally break something when I'm trying to access my thingy. Philosopher's Stone, so you can take a book. So this is the little soul shard egg thingies that you can find. You smelt it and it turns into processed soul stone. We actually have the capabilities with one of our the mod that basically changes it so I can't make bronze out of copper very easily. Said 6-6 and then 2-6. Yes. It allows us to actually use the soul iron, or soul steel, whichever one it is, one nugget, in the smelter, which will definitely come in handy when I accidentally make something I'm not supposed to with it and need to smelt it back down. So yeah, there's two different ways that you can utilize resources like this. Like, I could put them in here to speed up the making of Aeternalus fuel, which has the equivalent of a diamond. So you see it says EMC 8192, a diamond. So this is basically a diamond's worth of coal. To make this, actually, you take your Philosopher's Stone and you start with coal. Right? So you take your Philosopher's Stone, you start with coal, do 4, take that, do 4, take that, do 4, voila. It takes 8 of these around a diamond block to make 1 dark matter, and then red matter comes after that. But that's basically all there is. Which one do I actually want to get into first? I will probably do malum first, only because it takes so long to grind. Yeah, we'll do malum first because this is really easy to get started, and I've already started it with the novice spellbook. Malum, on the other hand, here we go. Within our world, every living body has a soul. The soul is one consciousness, and what animates the body for a physical vessel for the arcane presence of the soul. Both represent who we are. One is an arcane image, while the other a physical fortress. The Encyclopedia Arcana is a book containing all of my gathered research on everything that is known about the soul. To be more exact, this codex focuses on a rather wicked form of arcane arts known as soul magic. It is a very cruel and inhumane and generally frowned upon study of arcana. In order to properly harness the unspoken power of soul magics, you'll have to start with the basics. At the very core of every soul rests an untapped power source, or an untapped source of power, in the form of what is known as spirit arcana, fragments of potential. The power of the specific soul derives the most entirely from the spirit found within its core. These spirits serve as the basis for the very existence of the arcane presence of the soul. Each different soul is one and only powered by different combinations of 8 known types of spirit. So basically, we have to harvest souls. Here are your 4 first sections. Spirit basis. How do I get my greedy little hands on a spirit? This book is brilliant in how it uses its narrative. You might ponder. To start, you'll need to prepare yourself a trusty yet wicked weapon for your job, one capable of damaging the soul of your target. On top of that, it's important to know which souls you're going to want to hunt down. Depending on which spirits you need, you'll be hunting for a different creature. It's important to carefully think about which of your prey will have the spirits you're seeking out. The hunting for spirits is important to not leave any behind. Uncollected spirits will slowly decay into the nearby area, leaving their precious power wasted. Uncontrolled soul magic can be extremely dangerous. It is responsible for bringing forth various anomalies which are now present within our world. Basically, if someone's just going around with their tool harvesting souls, the souls will start to decay there, but the if there's too many of them decaying, they'll start creating resentment in the area, causing anomalies, which can be very dangerous to people. So we're going to make sure that we do this properly and not create anomalies that are going to kill an innocent fry somewhere. Runewood. Similarly to Soulstone, which I didn't actually read about yet, the Runewood tree, yet another result of uncontrolled soul magic, is this time, however, the nature of the result is much less grim. These trees are known for their life-giving sap and for their wood, a fine arcana conductor. Runewood trees are created with arcane and sacred spirits, hence their tame nature. Unlike the soulstone, this process is rather quick in comparison and can easily be replicated with a good understanding of soul magic. Additionally, item holders such as pedestals or stands can be created using these runewood planks. These simple receptacles are often used as a means of supplying your magical processes with ingredients. The runewood tree can be found commonly within various plains and fields alike, and also rarely within the forest biomes. Here's some things that we can make: the item pedestal, the item stand, arcane coal, due to the esoteric origins of the arcane oak. Charcoal created from the wood is extra efficient and can burn for twice as long. You may also turn it into several smaller pieces, much like you would other fuels you're more accustomed to. So that's arcane charcoal. You can make it into a block. Holy sap. Within the runewood trees, a special type of sap is created. To get your hands on this holy extract, you'll need an axe. Start by stripping off the bark of an exposed piece of the runewood, and then collect it all in a glass bottle. Holy sap can be used for quite a few things. Firstly, by combining with a slime ball, you'll obtain several sap balls, which serve the same purpose. So basically, we can multiply our slime balls by adding the holy sap, which will give us 3 slime balls equivalents. Secondly, you can create holy syrup by heating up your sap. Drinking this rejuvenating substance will replenish plenty of hunger and even provide you with a healing effect. So basically it fills some hunger or it'll fill most your hunger and then also give you slight regeneration. Try your best to not think about reverting sap balls into their slimy precursor using a certain thermal series centrifugal separator. This is a technology thing, and I look forward to watching Neo try to do that when he reads about it. Soulstone, this is the part that we missed. The soulstone is a strange mineral found both nearby the surface and in the deep slate layer of our world. The ore itself is created when wicked spirit is infused into carbon-based minerals such as coal or diamond. Sadly, this process takes an unbelievably long time and furthermore is nearly impossible to safely replicate in a reasonable amount of time. You'll have to find the mere leftovers of uncontrolled soul magic. Due to its arcane origins, soulstone is a great catalyst for soul magics and other diabolical fields. To be exact, wicked spirit is known for being especially capable of harming the soul. Furthermore, due to the high concentration of wicked arcana within the soulstone, any piece of gear augmented with the gem will be able to harm the soul. The process can be a block of soulstone. What this is talking about is, for example, I can go and take my axe, augment it with soulstone in our forge, and it will be able to damage the soul. Let's see if that's an enderman. I want to see if there's an enderman over there. Is there an enderman? Enderman. No enderman yet. I need an enderman so I can start creating elevators. With the combining of our two worlds, a lot of soulstone fragments have appeared, because I believe there were more than just our magical world and Neo Rocket 8's technical world that combined. So we will have to see what else has taken place. Oh, look, tree. Lots of wood now. Alright, continuing on. And then scythes. The scythe is a very popular tool amid soul hunters. For one, it provides a strong sweeping attack, even more powerful than that of a sword. Secondly, due to the soulstone augmented into the scythe, it's capable of damaging both soul and body with each attack. When you damage a living body, you destroy the vessel of a soul, letting it fade away peacefully into the afterlife. However, when you slay a soul, you will shatter it alongside the death of its vessel. This merciless execution denies the soul eternal peace and is your key to obtaining your very first batch of spirit arcana. The most primitive scythe available is a crude one made from iron and a single soulstone. Haunted. When a soul is hurt, some of its magic is lost. The Haunted enchantment converts that magic energy into extra magic damage to anyone you strike. Higher tiers hit with even stronger magic. Spirit Plunder. The Spirit Plunder enchantment forces the Scythe Soulstone to utilize more of its potential. Any soul you shatter with this enchanted scythe will yield extra spirits. This may, however, damage the Soulstone, taking extra durability off your scythe. And then Rebound. The Rebound enchantment is by far the strangest one of all. It grants you the ability to throw the scythe like a boomerang, allowing for a wacky ranged attack. Higher tiers allow you to throw the scythe more frequently. So we're going to try to make this by obtaining some iron. I think it was 3, and some sticks. I think I only needed 2. So it should be here, 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 and there. We have our first scythe. We can actually practice this across the water. Hello, Mr. Zombie. You seem to be sinking. So as you see, it has a sweeping, kind of like the old... Ooh, there we go. Like the old, or actually, I think it still does have it. The Tinker's scythe. Ooh, hello. That gave me 3 different ones. Or actually, I think that's 2. It gave me 2 aerial. So these are your different types. You have your elemental, aerial, earther, and there's an ignis and a water. And then we have wicked spirits because these are mobs that attack people. Watch out for any creepers. There's a skeleton over there. Ooh. Gimme, gimme. Attack, attack, attack. There we go. So there's a certain range you have to be before the spirits start going to you. But usually they'll spread out in a very small distance. Oh, these are Arcana. What did I get Arcana from? Odd. Is it the skeleton? Maybe? I don't know. Let's go check underwater. See what we can kill. So we can get some water. Hello, hello, hello. Oh. It bit me back. There we go. Oh. I'm also drowning. It would help if I didn't drown myself while trying to get these. Aqueous. To get Ignis, we can go into the Nether. And there is one more element, Ender. I don't remember what it's called specifically, but it's probably in our book. Since these are spirits, they obviously can't be used with the transmutation tablet, so we'll have to create a storage specifically for them. So I'm going to take a couple runewood logs. Make a chest out of them. I'm going to take a plank and some iron. Plank, iron, and before I forget, I'm going to put that there. So what I've created is a wood to iron upgrade. So I put this down, I right click with this, and voila! And we can put all of this stuff in here without having to worry about it. Right in there. This is the food stuff, right? Yeah. Random stuff. I need bread. Bread. At some point I will have to start cooking, but at the moment I will sustain merely on bread. As you can see, we have apple skin loaded, which will give you that little health and food bar where it shows you like the golden ones and the amount of drain you have to regenerate your hearts. Yeah. And I have a lot of hearts due to my level and getting some experience orbs from my... let's see. What was X? Oh, yes. So we created the Scythe. So Primary Arcana, Sacred Spirits, this color, pinky color, which we don't have any yet, represent two main concepts, pure beings and holy origins. Sacred Arcana is generally focused on various forms of healing and other curative effects. The Sacred Spirit is found mainly within passive, relaxed souls, easy targets really. So any passive mob can have these. Wicked Spirits, flip side of the sacred, wicked spirits represents various impurities and dark magics. Even just touching this spirit creates a mild pain. Wicked magics can be really dangerous in the right hands. Generally, when a vessel rots, the soul peacefully fades out into the afterlife. However, if the body is to be reanimated back to life through necromancy fast enough, the soul and vessel may be one once more. This yields strange results on the soul, twisting it into its wicked form, which is why we get that from skeletons and zombies. The arcane spirit is magic of the purest form. Raw arcana is often used to fully utilize potential found within other spirit magics. It has little power alone, but serves as a strong amplifier. So most things will use arcana spirits. When a vessel is born, depending on its design, its host soul will be born with a matching spirit. A fiery creature would naturally be born with an infernal soul. However, spirits aren't always one and done. Think about a witch. Did the witch always possess magic abilities, or did the witch learn arcana over time? Just like in the case of the witch, a soul can adapt to constant arcana exposure and develop a minuscule portion of it, over time bringing forth new spirits. Other examples of this phenomenon include the pillagers and guardians. Arcane spirit is found within the magically gifted and those with an esoteric origin. And we have the elemental arcana, so the earthen arcana stands for three things: power, earth, and nature. The sorcery is incredibly potent even when used in small amounts. With the strength of the world in your greedy hands, you can do quite a lot. For one, infusing earthen arcana into items is bound to reinforce them. For two, advanced earthen magic can be used to bring forth new ground into the world. This potent wizardry is rather uncommon, only found within certain passive and sturdy souls. The infernal spirit is hellish magic. Hellish magic is incredibly dangerous and by far the most diabolical. Playing with fire is usually not a good idea unless you're a soul hunter. Infernal arcana is great at many things: light, explosions, fire, and the list goes on. The magic isn't more potent on its own than a mere flame, however. It is overly present in certain places. You definitely know where to hunt. The nether. Aerial spirits. Aerial arcana, light and versatile, weak in effect yet full of utility and potential. Many would love to explore the sky. It's an incredible fantasy. When studying the nimble phantom soul, you may derive two things. For one, vexation at the night predator. For two, aerial magic can be easily utilized in flight and other means of traversal. Any swift soul is bound to contain aerial spirits within for you to steal. Spiders, the phantoms, and rabbits usually have aerial spirits. There's a couple more thanks to Alex's mobs, but we will see. Aqueous spirit. Similar to the earthen arcana, aqueous magics are immensely powerful. For reasons unknown, the seas of our world are full of mysteries. They're filled with plenty of inexplicable things of unknown origins. Automaton-like guardians, drowned risen from the undead, various ruins and monuments. There's too much we don't know. Aqueous sorcery is extremely potent, but usually hard to come by. Don't know why, because for us, aqueous will not be a problem because we're surrounded by an ocean. And those little floppy fishes that keep ending up on my shores will end up being a lot of aqueous spirits. And finally, we can get started. Spirit infusion. The spirit infusion is the crafting process based around infusing spirit arcana into various items, twisting them to fit your evil desires. Every infusion recipe requires a prime item as well as a set of spirits to merge with the target item. These must all be placed right on the altar. Some recipes may also ask for additional reagents to be infused alongside Spirit Arcana. These extra items must be placed on nearby item holders, such as the ones made from rune wood. These can be placed anywhere as long as they are within 4 blocks of the altar. Once everything is set up correctly, the spirit infusion will begin, and one by one, each additional ingredient will be absorbed into the prime item alongside needed spirits. Once this lengthy process is done, your desired item will be created. So we're going to make this really quickly, which require 2 gold and some rune wood planks, which I do not have in here for some reason. Boop. There we go. And that's it. I should have everything else. So it's basically an enchantment table with this. Voila. I really need to go kill that Enderman. Yeah, we're gonna go work on killing an Enderman first. And try to get some Ender Soul too. I want that pearl. It won't help that it's raining though. I might be able to find a warped biome in the nether that'll have them. I will need to collect more spirits as well, so I can upgrade my scythe. There's one up here. Somewhere. Oh, it's one of the Drigmees. Never mind, I'm not going to kill a Drigme. To upgrade the scythe, I need to make that. It dropped a bread. Oh, it did give me an aerial spirit. That's weird. Seagulls drop bread. That's new. Ooh, I need to get that treat too. But we will need to collect a bunch of wicked, arcana, and sacred spirits to make the, soul forged iron. Let me go harvest this yellow tree real quick. This is part of Ars Nouveau. It is a flashing archwood. This one's actually relatively new. Yeah, it's part of Ars Elemental. This was the new tree type that I had never seen before. Apology for my spell not being named. I accidentally threw my book into the transmutation table and I just quickly made a dig spell because I needed it. Alright. We can actually replant this tree here for later. As you see, there's plenty of fruit trees around. Cherries, peaches, all kinds of stuff. It's creating this light. Oh, it's a little starbuncle. If I had a piece of gold, I could get its charm. What do you give me? I have to be careful not to kill too many of these. Nothing. The seagull will give me something. Yes, yes. Come down. Come here, you little rat with wings. Where'd you go? Evil. Yeah. Oh, I forgot to jump. So see how that spirit's floating up there? If I can't reach it in time, it'll just fade. There we go. Now that I've gotten close to it, it'll just pop in my inventory. That's all dryads and seagulls. Ooh, yellows. I need one of these. So this is the rainforest I was talking about here. That's my bread. You might be able to find one of the ant structures. Ooh, that's a vampire. That's a vampire. Hello. I don't want your vampirism. Stay away. Go away, squid. I might have forgotten it was nighttime. Has some kind of regeneration going on. Something other hostile just spawned over. Oh, it didn't give me anything. Something else hostile is over there. So we're going to run away. It's chasing me. Oh, it's a skeleton. I can outrun a skeleton. The vampires, on the other hand, they have various different powers and can use them against me. The fact they're here is quite disturbing. Definitely confirms that more than just my world and Neo's world collided. Well, no better time to farm wicked spirits than the night. And they give Earthern. Hey, Mr. Zombie, want to come down here? Yeah, you do. Regular zombies can't swim now. That's an interesting tidbit. Whoop. Yeah, I thought you could surprise me. They can't swim. They just sink. Collect them. Indeed. With it raining, there's not likely to be any Endermen. So I need to go to bed quickly so that the rain can end. I took a boat around there, didn't I? I keep doing that. There's like so many boats around this island now. Oh, I have golden boots because we were in the nether. Oopsie. They're still fine. Flashing, mystical. Let's put all our spirits in here. Let's pull out our notebook. Actually, I'm going to take a quick pause right here. I'll be back.